you must have become well versed with all the procedures when it comes to building your home. It is time for you to know about two more aspects which our experts strongly emphasize on while finalizing the design of your home: the road leading to your home and its size, and the construction of the main gate.
Every plot has to have an access road. अगर आपने gated community में लिया plot, तो वहाँ पे by default आपके plot तक एक well organized road रहेगा ही रहेगा. Apart from that, अगर आपने कहीं outskirts में कहीं दूर जगह पे plot लिया, normally वहाँ पर भी road is always defined.
Gates are probably the first thing that you or your visitor would interact with when entering a property. Apart from the security or safety aspect of having a gate, there are multiple ways you can approach the gate design. Usually when you want to show a very grand entrance, the gate is the first thing where it starts from. If it is very well landscaped, mixed with plants. Also important to know that the gate should be very well lit, because a lot of people are going to sort of access the home post sunset. So the gate has to have that important feature.
A home should be beautiful, but it is equally important for it to be functional. At this stage of modern designing, architects and engineers take care of these aspects, so a house just doesn't look like a building on a plot.
I think when you're sort of designing your house from scratch, it's very important to make sure your living requirements are taken care of, your lifestyle is taken care of. Important to know that how much of time you spend outdoors versus the indoors. From a checklist perspective, it's just sort of important to note that be prepared by sort of like preparing your requirements, your priority lists. Start with those lists and then choose a professional wisely in that field who can cater to that. Always make sure that you have sufficient natural light in all rooms. It not only sort of saves you on your electricity, but it just sort of makes your house more vibrant when you have natural light filtering in. I always suggest that please include a lot of green inside and outside the house. It's also important to make sure the house is very well ventilated, there's crosswind happening. You can use the house in different parts of the day without air conditioning, and great design can help you that. In most climatic, even hot regions, there are ways to naturally reduce the temperature inside the house. So trying to implement little bit of climatic features which help you in living or power saving would be a great way to approach a project as well. It's the key thing to sustainable living. You know, the simplest example of, say, air conditioning back in the day, before air conditioners, people used to take wet linen fabric, soak it in water and put it at the windows and let the wind flow through in sort of hot cities, you know, where you have a bad summer. People used to make screens out of khas, what is used to make sharbat, you know, and that had a very strong cooling effect. If you see villages where you have traditional Indian architecture, the way they use clay and mud for construction, the thickness of the walls, they actually help in reducing the temperature inside the space versus the temperature outside. So you can use ingenious solutions to achieve what you want to do on your project. Between you and the design team, you can always figure out a very economical solution.
Also, there are some green building parameters that should be followed as well. जैसे कि solar panel use कर सकते हैं for water heating and for illumination. Secondly, you must use rainwater harvesting technology so that groundwater table will be increased. Then vermicompost is also a method wherein you can use wet garbage and you can prepare a manure at home which can be used for a garden. Then along the periphery of the house, when you construct a compound wall, try to form a vertical garden with the creepers and with the small plants, so that it gives pure air, it improves the air quality, it gives the coolness to the structure, and it acts as a sound barrier also.
One should always see that if there is enough storage in the house or not, where he will place the sofa set, where he will place the dining set, where the bed will be, if there is enough space for the cabinets in the room. अगर हम बेड और कैबिनेट्स पास प्लेस कर रहे हैं तो वहाँ का दरवाज़ा ओपन हो रहा है कि नहीं. So these are the basic things one should consider while getting a space.
When in the process of getting the designs of your dream home as per your choices, you should not forget the cost and the budget aspect at this stage. It is important to plan your finances.
प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट जो रहती है किसी भी घर की, किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट की, मेनली 3 फैक्टर्स पे डिपेंड करती है। नंबर 1 कॉस्ट ऑफ सीमेंट, नंबर 2 कॉस्ट ऑफ स्टील एंड नंबर 3 कॉस्ट ऑफ फ्लोरिंग, टाइल्स जिसको हम बोलते हैं। बाकी जो रहते हैं फैक्टर्स लाइक रॉ मटेरियल लाइक ब्रिक्स, सैंड, प्लम्बिंग मटेरियल, इलेक्ट्रिकल मटेरियल, दे कैरी वेटेज बट टू लिटिल लेसर एक्सटेंट। सो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट ये 3 चीज़ों का ध्यान रखें और इसके ऊपर पूरे प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट डिपेंड करता है। Usually, owner should take interest in selection of the material because ultimately he is going to stay in his house. So, कौन सा मटेरियल लेना चाहिए, क्या कलर के टाइल्स होने चाहिए, ये सारों में अगर वो इंटरेस्ट ले, कंट्रैक्टर के साथ में जाके सिलेक्ट करे तो इट इज़ ऑलवेज बेनिफिशियल फॉर द ओनर. As far as possible, do not compromise on cost because it is a lifetime project. So do not compromise on cost, get the best material from the market and use it for your home. आर्किटेक्ट जब ड्राइंग इशू करता है तो आपको फैमिली के साथ में बैठ के अपनी नीड समझ के वो ड्राइंग्स को फ्रीज करना बहुत जरूरी है ताकि बाद में बार बार रीवर्क या चेंजेस न करना पड़े.
It is indeed a little demanding to think about the design, construction and layout of your dream home, but it's even more difficult to not think about these aspects. The opportunity to go through this journey of building a home is given to everyone, and to work with patience and perseverance at this point is unavoidable but favorable. On this note, we will take your leave. In the next episode, we will talk about how to make your home ready for every weather and challenge. Only on our special series, Nuvoco presents Dream Home Celebrations.